What's going on, guys? I'm Brother Billy.
And I'm Tiz.
And today we're going to be talking about the celebrity blockade, BLOCKLIST,
or
blockout, whatever you want to call it. This is a special podcast. Now, we're not going to go into detail about the celebrities, and we're not even going to mention the small time. The reason we're going to be mentioning certain big time celebrities is if every single one of us do this. So imagine there's 1,000 people, and them 1,000 people, they talk about the same celebrities, the elites at the top. At some point, they're going to be so greatly affected.
Of course,
they're no longer going to be.
No. Like, what was it? Kim K the other week. Was it? Yeah, this week. Yeah. She lost 3 million or 6 million followers.
Is it?
Within like 48 hours. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah, we understand that there's a lot of small-time celebrities that are not speaking about Palestine. But
if you have a platform, you should speak about the truth. Do you know what I mean? Like, why shouldn't you? If something bad's happening in the world, you have a platform, speak about it.
It starts at the top. The people that have major followers, the people that are generating all the top ad revenues,
income on the backs of people,
on the backs of not speaking about injustices because they don't want to be
affected financially.
Yeah.
The worst thing is when I didn't know about this until beginning of the week.
Okay.
And what's that woman with? She's at the Met Gala.
The young mixed race one.
I think.
Is it Zendaya?
No.
Hailey Bailey.
To her,
she's
you know. So I didn't know this phrase. Yeah. Let them eat cake. So I didn't understand what I meant. Well, obviously, you go on TikTok, you check. You don't use Google anymore.
Bro, TikTok's like the new Google.
Google, 100%. So I went on TikTok, had a look. One of the queens back in the time said to her poor people, she was living lavishly. Her people in her country were living like literally with nothing. They were starving, they were dying, famine. And then someone said to her that, shouldn't you help your own people? Eventually, she says, turn around, she goes, let them eat cake. So like basically just whatever, flour or whatever they have. Allow it, let them die, and then eventually they killed her. They put her on a chopping block.
Chopping block, innit?
Yeah.
And then she's turning around, this Hailey Bailey Kutti. She's turning around saying, the apology video that she did.
But you know what? Okay, so since I've heard about this blockade thing, I've been obviously on TikTok going through stuff and all that, and all these even Muslim influencers, they come on instead of like saying that. They should be advocating for the Palestinian people. They come and start apologizing for.
So did you see that? There's I don't know her name because I don't follow these Muslim influencers but one of them apparently she's very popular, right, in the Muslim influencer world. She was put onto this block list. She turns around and her reply about it all in one video was, I do loads of charity and charity is my number one thing and I work with a lot of charity. You think Gaza and Palestine is a charity that you think that money is going to solve everything? This isn't the time for your charity.
No.
This is the time for you to speak up
and be heard.
Your ummah. Back your ummah. Imagine back in the day. Let's say someone like Salahuddin, may Allah have mercy on him. He, with the power and the influence he has, I'm not comparing Muslim influencers to Salahuddin, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is these people are in a position of influence.
Of course.
Imagine if Salahuddin had turned around in that position and said, I'm not helping. I'm just chilling. Bro, these people they've been given an opportunity to secure their akhirah, bro.
Yeah.
And they've not chosen.
No.
And on the topics today are celebrities and Muslim influencers.
Yeah, of course.
We're going to quickly go through the names. First on the list, we have Hailey Bailey. She's the one that started it. And I don't feel sorry for her because it was her name and her stupid action that has started a movement. And she probably sat at home.
Have you noticed when they do the apology videos, no makeup? Bare tucker, like... They're bare like...
I've had nightmares.
Oh man, like as soon as I spent like 1 second watching her face. See you later. Get on
I didn't even know who she was.
No, did I?
I didn't know
who she was. I don't
and then
care
walking
about
out
it.
like she's like God's gift and that.
Innit?
So first on the list, who have we got?
We've got Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
So he hasn't
little bro.
mouse in it.
He. Do you remember what he did? He put that picture of Gaza up.
Yeah, and then he took
said,
it off.
pray for Israel.
Yeah.
You know, he thought that he was Israel.
Yeah, what a douche, innit?
Oh, Bieber, what are you doing, bro?
James Charles.
Yeah, gay.
Don't know who that is.
Gay.
Okay.
He's gay, innit?
So you got.
No, I think he's trans. Is he?
Who is he?
Bro, the guy that. Okay.
James Charles. Is
how
he
do
X Factor guy?
No.
No.
X Factor guy. No, that's
okay.
the other gay guy. That's the
Sam
one with
Smith.
the beard.
Yeah.
No. This James Charles. He's that influencer man. You know the like bare makeup on.
Oh yeah. I know him about the
one.
massive highlights and shit.
Gay
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, him. Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. You know, I thought that she was at first like the hippie style.
I know,
Peace and love, man. But she's not. She's turned out to be.
Obviously, we know Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian, yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. She's the biggest harami, Taylor
Isn't
Swift.
it? I don't know anything about her.
Bro, she's involved in so much devilish things behind the scene. Look into it in your own time.
What about the next one? Doja Cat.
Bro,
She's messed up. So I didn't know who she was, yeah. So I obviously had to search again, and I looked at her, and I see one of her videos. So she's in her underwear, and she's wearing a crop top. She's on live TV, on TikTok, whatever, yeah. And just randomly, out of the blue, she starts looking around. You know, when you see something flying over you.
Yeah.
And then she goes, I love eating my own excrements. Do you know what I mean? I love it, it's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, what's wrong with
that's
you?
part of their rituals, you know, bro. The Doja Cat is the kind of person that will go on stage with probably a crowd of 100,000 and perform a massive devilish satanic ritual to get them all.
I think he did that. What's
you
the
might
name?
think I'm chatting shit, but
No, fuck. What's the name? Madonna.
bro.
You see that? That was horrific. That was.
So these are all the celebrities that either have not said anything or have stood against Palestine and sided with the Zionists. Beyonce, she's a wrong one. Obviously, did you see that video of her, the devilish one where she was shaking her head?
That's
on
weird.
stage and
All her
that
videos
looks
are
like a
weird.
gin
Yeah, her eyes go like her eyes morph or
She's got a ginned
something.
out
Proper innit? Kendall Jenner.
Kendall Jenner, she's a waste
She's
man.
Ariana
Ariana waste
Grande.
man again.
Khloe Kardashian.
Waste man again.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, waste man again.
Who's
Demi Lovato.
Who's that?
She's like some Disney bird. I remember,
no, fair
I
enough.
think she's from like Disney or
Right.
something, man. Like, but either way, she's a waste man anyway.
Will Smith?
Bro, he's the guy that got bummed by Diddy, innit?
Oh my
He got
god!
bummed by Diddy, innit?
Apparently he's part of the group
The whole-
innit?
the whole bombing circle.
Sam
Smith.
Smith, that puzzle.
You know Sam Smith at the start when
He was
first
it was
started?
6 songs as well,
Good
decent.
songs.
Yeah, it was.
He was-
a normal English lad.
No, yeah, normal.
Proper guy, innit?
He was gay. I didn't know he was gay.
And then nor did I.
He just looked like a normal.
Normal nice
guy
little
went to
beard.
uni,
Yeah,
did something in uni. I
Yeah.
don't know, business or something.
turned out. But he was wearing a abaya. Last week or the week before.
Yeah, again, waste man.
Innit? And you got Logan Paul.
You know this guy, Logan Paul. You at one point you hate him, and then you love him, and then you hate him, and then you love him. But because he's got a massive platform,
He has
and
got
whether
one.
he sides with Palestine or not, I don't know because I've not looked into
Yeah,
it.
same.
But I do know one thing: I've not heard him say anything about the situation. Just like his business partner, that Lon KSI, who thinks he can box.
He was the next one.
He was
He was
the next one on
nonsense.
the
Yeah,
list.
he's right.
He's
I don't know much about it, so I can't comment
gosh,
because I might lose my money. And there's Zendaya, which I'm upset about.
She was like
She's
the
sick.
people's
Yeah,
champion.
yeah.
She was the people's champion.
In it, man, she was wicked.
And you know the comparison. They're using her as a comparison for the Hunger Games. So if you look at the Hunger Games, the Hunger Games where you've got all these flamboyant dressed people.
Yeah.
And then on one side, and on the other side you've got the people living in the districts that are like all
poor
ragged.
around. Yeah.
So they put in pictures of Zendaya and then pictures of Palestinians and using that as thingy. But I get it. I understand the fact that she was in that position.
Yeah.
She wore the flamboyant and dresses and stuff. And at that very moment, I think it was a time when Rafah was being invaded and bombed. And if you don't know, Rafah is the place in Palestine, in Gaza, south, at the very down south, where the Rafah border is for Egypt. At first, it was Gaza, all everyone living in the whole of Gaza, north, central and south. Israel, after the October the 7th, came in and absolutely desecrated the north. And I think some of the figures were like 10, 20,000 just there. And then they said everyone moved to Khan Yunis, which is around the center.
Yeah.
So everyone moved there from the north. And then they attacked the middle. And then they said everyone now moved to the south. Then they attacked the south. And then from the south, they said, right, everyone now go to Rafah. Everyone went into Rafah, and now they're completely...
They're basically cornering them all, and then just dropping them, dropping bombs on them.
But they're not just cornering them, they're cornering them into... It's like a, like a funnel. The aim of the funnel is to funnel all of that through that one thing. Their aim is to funnel all of the Palestinians in Gaza through the Rafah border. That's why they went from north to middle, to south, to now to Rafah, and then they're going to funnel them, funnel them all into the Sinai Desert.
Astaghfirullah.
So it's always been about ethnic cleansing. Who's next on the Harami list?
Mr. Gosling, Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
J-Lo.
I don't really give a shit. She's a waste man. She could never sing anyway.
Ellen
Ellen
Degenerate.
Ellen Degenerate.
Harry Styles.
Another Khosra.
Kevin Hart. See this guy?
So Kevin Hart. I think he's talked about this. Cat Williams talked about Kevin Hart. Now, all of these lands didn't ever mention anything about Palestine or have sided with the Zionists, so we don't like them. Put them on your blocklist.
100%.
And stop their ad revenue.
Yeah.
Make sure that they never make a single penny from any of you guys or us
ever again.
The thing is, so Cat Williams talked about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is an industry plant. So Cat Williams was supposed to be where Kevin Hart is.
Yeah.
But because Cat Williams didn't subscribe to all of these lots, Illuminati
saved his booty hole.
He didn't subscribe to that way of life. So they went, okay, you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
We push you. You might make a few million here and there, but Sam, you're not going to make it anymore. We're going to get someone in that is going to make it.
Yeah.
And he's going to do every single thing
we asked for,
And I'm telling you, Dwayne The Rock Johnson has had his ways with Kevin Hart. Bro, you can tell.
You can tell. That little boy. Forget the non-Muslims. Our own people, the Arabs, stuff, we shouldn't even care about them. But still, the Egyptian Prime Minister, President, the Saudi, the Lebanese, Iran, whatever, I don't know what they're doing.
Iran, the thing is with Iran...
They're just scared of Iran.
The thing is with Iran, right, is a lot of people are glorifying Iran. And on one side, because they're helping Palestine a lot, But we can't also forget what Iran have done in the past.
Of course.
Using their proxies.
Yemen
Alone, the Houthis, are Iranian proxies.
100%.
Now, why do Iran have proxies fighting their wars? Because
they don't want to get blamed for it.
They don't want to get blamed. If they use a proxy, they can just blame the proxies.
Houthis, isn't it?
And now it was because of the Houthis that Yemen is where it is. Because it was the Houthis and Saudi that were at war. It wasn't Saudi and Yemen.
No.
It was Saudi and Houthis. And because of the Houthis being situated where they are, Yemen is completely
gone.
It's gone. We need to look at these certain countries and see their situation, and we need to donate, especially to places like Yemen. Yemen really needs our help. Yemen has just come out of a decade-long war with Saudi Arabia.
It's still in it.
There's no peace talks of such that have happened between the Houthis and Saudi.
But
it's been quiet for so long that neither side wants to start something. So they're just quiet. They're
what I don't understand is, as a Muslim myself, alhamdulillah, like, if I see someone hurt, I feel bad for them and I go ask if they need help or whatever. But these lot, seeing a whole population of people, a whole country, a whole, a lineage of people being killed, and they don't give a shit.
Like, just on a small time example, I'm not going to say who the person is, but someone that I know that's really close in my life, right? Once was watching a fight, and then another person from the other side, because it was his mate that was having the fight. The other person from the other person's side was also watching. This person was laughing. Everyone was laughing about, like, because it was a funny fight or something, right? So the other guy ran up to the guy that I know, trying to hit him. So this guy that I know just went, talk broke his eye socket a couple of days before Eid. Yeah, this happened when they were in school. Broke his eye socket a couple of days before Eid. But he broke his eye socket. The guy was laid khalas on the floor, bro, yeah? And this person that I know, after he did that, he picked him up and took him home. He said, come on, I'll take you home. You tried beating me up, I knocked you out, and I'm going to take you home. Why? Because even in the worst of situations, you still have to 100%. Be a human. You still have to be a human. You know, my biggest problem, even more than these celebrities, are the Muslim people of influence online. The Muslim people of influence online. Now, I'm not going to sit here and name names purely for the fact that they still are my brothers and sisters in Islam. And I don't want to put them in that situation. Everyone knows the names. I'll let them figure it out for themselves. But the problem is here, so this is what it is. Ever since this blockade thing started happening, Muslim influencers, Muslim couple cringe content creators, Muslim food reviewers, Muslim car content reviewers, Muslim fashion bloggers, Muslim travel bloggers, and so many other Muslim content creators have suddenly started to talk about Palestine. And a lot of them are not even talking about it. They're just sitting back, looking down, sad, with Macklemore song in the back, going, so sad, so sad.
Innit? Rather than
say something.
Innit, man?
You have a chance to redeem yourself. Don't just sit there with the song in the background. And this is what I mean. Like, they clearly, for the last 7 months, they chose their own dunya, their own desires. They chose their own selfishness over the people of the Ummah. I'm not just talking about Palestine, I'm talking about everywhere. They chose themselves over the people of the Ummah because they could have dedicated, like the rest of us have, they could have dedicated their entire pages, their entire platforms for the sake of Palestine. This is not a Muslim issue. This is a humanitarian issue. Honestly. At the worst level. This is the worst thing, and I'll probably get a bit of backlash for this, but it's true. This is the worst thing in modern history since the Holocaust. Since the Holocaust, this is the worst.
If this carries on at the rate it's carrying on, it'll be worse than the Holocaust.
And do you know, the Muslim influencers, the ones that we've just talked about, you guys should be ashamed of yourself.
Honestly.
But you have a chance. You have a chance to redeem yourself. Don't do stupid content where you just sit there with songs in the background or other people, voice notes of other people talking about Palestine, and you're just sat there all sad.
All upset and shit.
Get up off your high horse, climb down and say, you know what, from now on until Palestine, Gaza is free, I'm going to dedicate my entire account to and forget your brand deals. Doesn't matter.
You're going to die one day. What are you going to do?
Allah will provide for you. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. You put all your trust in Allah. How can we sit here and say that we put all of our trust in Allah, but then be scared? Oh no, I'm not going to get paid. I'm going to lose my Nike sponsorship, or my
Sephora,
whatever sponsorships. I'm gonna.
Who cares, bro? You're gonna die one day.
Then your hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel is void. It means nothing.
You don't care. It's just lip service.
So
we don't. Nah.
I'm very ashamed of you guys, but you have a chance to redeem yourself. Take my words of advice and act upon them, please. Subhanallah, right? I've only just started to slowly implement my content back in, right? But for the last 6-7 months, I dedicated my entire platform. Uqsum billah, if no one else in the world wants to vouch for me, Allah knows the truth. Allah will turn around on the Day of Judgment and say, I gave you a platform and you used it for exactly what I wanted you to. Right? I lost brand deals. I've not even told you, you're one of my closest friends. There's certain brand deals that I was working with, certain people, certain companies, car companies, because I used to do a lot of car content. I've lost them all, bro. Every single one of them I've lost because they've looked at my Instagram and my TikTok and they've seen Palestine.
Stay away from So
stay away from this side. Bro, if I didn't talk about Palestine,
of course,
I promise you I would have been bigger than every single one of them. If I would have sold my soul. That's exactly what I did. Man. So the BDS movement, right? BDS movement is quite old news, so everyone knows a lot about it. So we don't have to go into detail.
Of course.
But this is what I would like to say about the BDS movement. If you don't know what the BDS movement is
just basically average people like me, you, and everyone else boycotting Coca-Cola, Mackey's, Tim Hortons. I think Tim Hortons on the list as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. That and
So
major companies that pay their profits towards the funding of Israel.
Yeah. So now this is what I want to also add about the BDS movement. Yeah? Over the months I've been seeing it, and I've not really talked much about BDS movement,
Right.
especially on my platforms. And the reason I haven't is, look, Starbucks have lost a huge amount. Coca-Cola have lost
Like 9 billion, I think they've lost or something like that.
But how much of that 9 billion was actually going to Israel? Not much, right? Even with Coca-Cola, not much of it was going.
But it's still something.
It's still something. So Alhamdulillah,
But it's a big chunk of something, yeah.
But here's the thing. The point of the BDS movement isn't to withhold the money that they're sending to Israel, because we know that if Coca-Cola don't send it, if Starbucks don't send it, America's going to send it anyway. Biden's going to dip into it.
He just sent another billion towards Israel anyway.
There you go. We know that the money's going to go there anyway.
Yeah.
One way or another,
gonna get there.
Some Zionist is going to send the money there, right? Or some Zionist sympathizer, he's going to send the money there. But the whole point of the BDS movement, and I think this is the true point of the BDS movement, the BDS movement is to show the world that when the people of the world, especially the Muslims, when we unite, we are a force not to be reckoned with.
Of course.
Yeah? And that is the point, is to show companies like Coca-Cola is to show governments that if we can do this in a couple of months
to a big
of
company,
working together to massive companies that run your country, what can we do to you?
Yeah.
If we
they're scared. They are scared. You have to put pressure on people. If you don't, then they'll be like, it's all right. They're just sheeps. They'll go along.
Let me highlight this. How is the pressure created? It's created by ordinary people like me and you and the people watching.
Yeah.
Ordinary people. Yeah. And how do we do that? We use every means possible that we have available to us.
Yeah.
What's one of the biggest tools we have? Social media.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I am a nobody on social media. Trust me, I am a nobody. Even before I even hit 11.8 thousand followers on Instagram, right? Even before that point, when I was on like 2, 3, 4, and I was posting about Palestine 7 months ago. Yeah. One of my posts then actually reached 1 million accounts, and I'm a nobody on Instagram. And one of my posts reached 1 million. So if every single person was posting relentlessly about Palestine on social media, we would cripple. All
the algorithms.
Cripple their algorithms.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do.
It wouldn't know. Then
it's just too much going in.
Just too much. So it's just going to keep pushing, because this is how the algorithm works. The algorithm, imagine I'm an algorithm, and you're a normal. You as a whole represent 100 million people. And 100 million people. So if 1,000 people are talking about Palestine, and I'm the algorithm, and
I'll muffle them out in it.
I'll muffle them, And then if 10,000, I'll be like, okay, maybe I'll take some of them, because it's 10,000. I'll take some and I'll push it along to other people. It's a bit. But if 100 million people talk about it, I'm just gonna go into overdrive. I'm gonna go into overdrive and just
let you all up. Straight up.
And then I'm gonna be like, right, now my new algorithms are really clever. So now the algorithm has adapted itself, and now it's gonna turn around and say, the algorithm, have seen 100 million people talk about Palestine. I don't know what it is. They've told me, my programmers have told me to block it, but because I'm seeing 100 million people talking about it, I'm just going to push it onto another 100 million people. And I'm just going to make, because it's trending.
It's trending, that's the thing.
So
we've got to voice our stuff, we've got to speak up, we've got to say something, we've got to put it out there, especially on social media, because it's like we were saying a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about how we didn't have social media in 9/11, for example, when the Twin Towers went down. Now we've got they could bullshit to us back in 2001, no problem. BBC, Sky News can say whatever they want to us back then. Now we fact check them. We fact check everything they come out with. Because if you have an interview with someone and you slip up and you say something wrong, the internet's on your ass.
Bro, the internet is...
Give it an hour.
Is
savage, literally.
The internet.
I love it.
You guys, bro. You guys are savage. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not,
That's why we as well have to do a lot of editing, because we know you would destroy us if you heard half the stuff we talk.
100%, man. Like they fact check you like that,
Yeah, bro.
and which is a good thing because
Yeah.
there's loads of bullshitters out there.
Yeah, and he's calling out people, bro. This Piers Morgan. I'll tell you one side of the story, and then
Yeah, go on.
I'll play the other
Say.
side. Piers Morgan. We know what he's all about. Does Israel have the right to defend itself? Do you condemn Hamas? Yeah, but get all that shit.
Yeah.
This guy has facilitated more than anyone in the UK, apparently, the genocide more than anyone in the UK.
You think?
Because look at his platform. He's getting millions of views every episode. Yeah, and whose side is he taking? He is one of the reasons why Israel favor UK.
Yeah.
He's a Zionist, hands down.
I feel like that's the thing. I feel like,
But now I know what you're gonna say. And I have to stop you there because we can't even use the thing that he's given
a voice to the people. Yeah.
We don't need your platform, bro. Have you seen the stuff that we've been doing on Instagram and TikTok and so many other platforms? We don't need Talk TV to give us a platform to come and talk. You need it because you need the views. We don't need your platform. We're making a difference the way we know best. It wasn't Talk TV that organized 1 million people to protest in London. It wasn't Talk TV that has crashed the Instagram algorithms. So we don't need your platform. You never gave us a platform to speak on. Frankly, you gave us a platform to come on so you can abuse us and say
what you want.
Now, do you get? But then this one is the flip side. I came across a video and the person explained it really well. And they said, put this example and apply it to Piers Morgan. People like Khalid bin Walid was a non-Muslim. The Battle of Uhud came. He was single-handedly responsible for the defeat of the Muslims. You know, when the Muslims, he tricked the archers that were on the small mountain hill, and he tricked the archers go down to think the battle is over. So he went down. All the archers went down. They went to wall looting and stuff, all that kind of stuff. And Khalid bin Walid came from the other side and wiped them all out. And then the other Muslims came back with our Prophet ﷺ and then got defeated. Then Khalid bin Walid, at that moment, was one of the biggest enemies of Islam. Fast forward a couple of years, Khalid bin Walid becomes one of the biggest conversions to Islam. Piers Morgan is one of the biggest enemies of Palestine right now with what he's doing. And if we give a bit of dawah, what if he turns around to be one of the biggest aiders of Palestine in the future?
Nothing impossible. And so there's nothing
so
impossible.
Do you understand why I did one side and then I had to do the other side?
No, I totally agree. You never know when Allah puts Islam into someone's heart. You can't judge that. That's why you be the best you can towards people.
What are your thoughts on Piers Morgan?
For me, he's opened up a platform where he can say whatever he wants to spew, he can do that. However, people coming, he's invited people over, and since October 7th to now, it's 90% of it's been about Palestine, obviously, and Israel. And he's given the opportunity for the pro-Palestinian people to speak up, to say what they want to say. Yeah, he adds his 2 pence on, but at the same time, he's given them a big platform. He's very famous. He's very well known around the world. So he's given a platform to Muslims, to non-Muslims, to anyone who's pro-Palestinian, a voice to speak up and say what they need to be said. Whether they, badmouth, or whether they always butt in, whether they always, just speak, whatever they are. At least he's giving them that platform. In my heart, I feel like he's giving it for a reason. Because he wants it. He wants to show Israel, they got the right to defend themselves. I feel like at the same time, he's like, yeah, go on, speak up, man. I can't say it, but you can.
Do
you know what I mean?
That's a fair assessment. Because
if I was someone,
and Islam teaches us always.
Think the best about someone.
To think the best about someone. Islam teaches us to always be the one that's making excuses. Now I know Piers Morgan isn't our brother, and the hadith or the saying in Islam goes, make excuses for your brother. I know Piers Morgan isn't our brother in Islam, but he's a brother.
Inshallah,
in
one day,
and inshallah he does become a Muslim. Piers Morgan, if you're watching this, I had to say a lot of crap about you, and then I had to get Tiz to say a lot of good about you. We were playing devil's advocate. Frankly, I don't agree with what the stuff that you're saying. I don't agree with it. If you ever wanted to become Muslim, you know where we are.
Give us a shout. We need a good deed. Innit?
You know, one company that I want to talk about. One thing that I want to talk about, right? So you've got talking about CEOs of a company.
Yeah.
On one side you've got a good CEO.
Yeah.
On one side you've got a bad CEO. You've got the bad CEO of Pure Gym.
Oh snap! But
the CEO of Pure Gym has come out defending Israel and saying that they have the right to defend themselves and whatever. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of memberships.
They will become a lot on TikTok. Yeah, they are.
Money's going to Pure Gym. Money's going to Zionists. And the thing is, everyone has picked up on this and they've cancelled their membership. I've been seeing a lot of people cancel their membership. It's good. Join the JD in Blackburn.
Literally, a bit busy.
Listen, JD, that's it. We're looking for sponsorship now. Yeah, JD Blackburn.
Can you imagine they turn around and be like?
Now on the other side, you've got a CEO that is, mashallah. This guy, his name is Andrew Dudum, and he's the CEO and the founder of Hims and Hers, a beauty company, a beauty and healthcare company in America, and it's worth a couple of billion, probably in the multi-billions maybe. Massive company, and they're getting bigger. This person, Andrew Dudum, is a gift from Allah. He's pro-Palestinian. He knows that his business is growing fast, and if he says anything wrong, it's going to halt his business. But he's put that aside and said, I don't care. I'm speaking up for the Palestinian people. Not only has he spoken up for a ceasefire and the Palestinian people, he's also, remember UCLA, the thing is happening, the protests with the students. And he turned around and said, your cause, your protest, your humanity, your integrity is worth more than your degree.
Of course it is,
Don't worry about it. If you get kicked out of uni, don't worry about it. If you don't manage to finish your degree or you end up with a lower mark degree, don't worry about it. There are many people like myself that are willing to employ you guys because we like integrity above all. And then he takes it one step further, and what a boss move. Underneath, he says, apply here to my company.
Sick guy.
Boss move.
You know, people like that with the backbone. If they stick like this, Hims and Her guy, whatever his name is, he's got a backbone. He's like, you know what? Forget how all them lot are like. I don't care about that. I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to be safe in the world. I've got the money now, so I'm able to push my idea, my belief, which is like, you know, obviously what's happening in Palestine, and he's standing up for it. And if you don't have integrity, what have we got?
Now, since we're here talking about companies, I feel like if we're going to be boycotting a lot of the big companies, we need alternatives, man. And we need Muslims to bring in these. Now, I'm broke, mate. I don't have that kind of money to start up a company to rival certain other stuff. Like Muslims love fillet of fish. I don't have that kind of money to start up a company that just does fillet of fish. But there are some people out there that do. And if you're out there and you're looking for a business, then look for the things that have been boycotted and replace it with Muslim alternatives, halal alternatives where a company stands for humanity.
Like when you go to shop now, like I go to shop when I'm working and stuff, get a drink or whatever, and I'm like, you look at the fridge, you're like, can't get that.
Palestine Cola.
I've not tasted, but apparently it's supposed to be.
Whether it's nice or not, I don't care.
I mean, I did as well.
It doesn't matter if it's nice or not, because they are massive right now. I think it's two Swedish Palestinian brothers, Swiss. I don't know. Something around that part of the world, right? Europe somewhere. Two Palestinian brothers decided to make Palestine Cola, bro.
That's it.
And they are going global.
Is it?
They're launching it globally.
MashaAllah.
You know, so we've got now a Muslim alternative.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what we need.
I was thinking that actually.
We're complaining. We're all sat here complaining. Sorry, what were you saying?
Like, I was thinking, like, earlier when I was at the shop when I'm at work, and I'm always like, bro, I wish there was, like, someone that would come out with, like, walkers. We're thinking of boycotting walkers as well.
What, walkers as well?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I understand walkers and stuff, Like, we need something alternative to that.
The conclusion of today is, look, if you're a celebrity and you're not speaking up and you're an A-lister, go f*** yourself.
Or what you could do is have a backbone and just be like, you know what, I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna speak up about Palestine. I'm gonna speak up about other countries in the world now, like Sudan, there's the Congo, there's Yemen, there's every. Yeah, I can't pronounce that word.
So people say
you know
the Uyghur
Uyghurs, yeah.
It's not. It's I used to say the Uyghur Muslims as well, but it's not. It's the Uyghur. Yeah. So
Yeah, you gotta have a backbone, speak up, stand up, and be like, you know what, that's enough. We're gonna stand up all together, and we're gonna, fight this.
But they won't do it because they paid.
Yeah,
they care about money
in
more.
it.
And that brings me on to the second conclusion. The Muslim influencers take our advice. Choose Allah. Secure your akhirah. Secure your akhirah. Because on the day of judgment, when Allah turns around to you, a Muslim content creator that Allah had given all these blessings to, and Allah says to you, I gave you all of these platforms.
What did you do with it?
I gave you all of this money to be made from it. And the only thing you had to do was support your ummah. And you did it. What are you going to say? So take the advice, sincere advice, take the advice and just talk about Palestine. Yeah. The third conclusion: Muslim alternative businesses.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
We genuinely, hands on heart, if people could come up with, like, it's I know it's a hard market, I understand, because only a few companies own the entire, like Mars company, the entire, but
the thing is with
we need it.
Is if we, look, we're not in a position to stop companies.
Of course not.
But there are very rich Muslims around the world.
Of course
they are in positions to do this kind of stuff. Just do it, bro. Just do it.
Innit? Trust me. And if you've got the social media platform, put it up on there. And I guarantee you, that's how it started.
Listen, and this is me saying it right now, yeah, and this is a promise. This is a promise. If someone comes up to me and says, brother Billy, I am starting a Muslim alternative to such and such company that's on the BDS movement, and they say to me, and I need someone to promote my stuff, I will do it for free.
Yeah.
Because we want to see the ummah just
of course, man.
roar up now. Like, we just want to see it. So I'll do it for free. So this is my promise to you. Yeah, if you're a company and you are providing a Muslim alternative, don't just come up as a random company. Oh, yeah, I'm selling fake watches and I'm doing it for the sake of Palestine. No, you're
proper.
You're trying to earn a bit of peace. But if you're a proper person, that's a businessman, or a woman that wants to bring in a Muslim alternative to a company or a product that we're boycotting, and you need someone to start off your social media promoting and stuff, I'll do it for free. And if you send it us, we'll have something here. Yeah. We'll do it.
Of course. We're going to help them out. We can help someone out. We'll help
At least
them
we
out.
give them a bit of an incentive to do something. And on that note, Assalamu alaikum. And thanks for watching.